class event as I hand things over for the very first time this week to Brendan Speed.
Thank you, Brace. Yes, Jack Ireland earlier today swam a qualifying time, and that counts. 1:54.75, nearly 1.5 seconds inside the qualifying time in the S14 200 metres freestyle. So he's already thrown his hand up in front of the selectors, and this is a really strong event for Australian men's swimming, Ellie Cole. 3 of these competitors could be racing in this individual event in Paris. It's a bit different to what we're seeing in the earlier races in the able body.
It sure is, and the curious particular thing about the Paralympic events is that these athletes can swim qualifying times in both the heats and the finals. So there's 2 chances at the qualifying time. Jack Ireland swimming under the qualifying time this morning, though, and earning himself not selection onto the team, but certainly in the hands of the selectors for our Paralympic team.
So Ethan Blocky from Maxville in lane 8, and in lane 1 it's Josh Alford, one of the local boys from the University of Queensland club. He made his Australian debut as a 14-year-old at the 2014 Com Games.
Character Josh Alford, just moving from Canberra to the University of Queensland.
And Samuel Gould, proud Indigenous man from the Tweed, who trains at the Helensvale Swim Club about 45 k's from here, so he's well supported in the stands here tonight. And in lane number 2, it's Darren Sisman, the high school student from Endeavour Sports High in Sydney.
And coached by Craig Stevens, who we all know was one of Thorpe's competitors back in the 2000 era.
Yeah, 2-time Olympian Craig Stevens, so Darren Sisman will know what it's all about being coached by that man. In lane 6, Declan Budd, a 16-year-old from Knox Pinball Club in Sydney.
That incredible heat swim this morning, Declan Budd, and an amazing story, contracting swine flu when he was younger at 18 months that left him with an acquired brain injury, which qualifies him to compete at the Paralympic Games.
Ricky Beater in lane 3, he made his Paralympics debut in the country of his birth, Japan, in 2021. A silver medalist in the 4x100 freestyle S14 in Tokyo. Lane 5, Liam Schluter, known for something in particular, Ellie.
Liam Schluter is very good at his back-end 100. He likes to swim over the top of his competitors, and we call that being schlutered by Schluter. He's very famous for it.
Good luck doing that to this guy. Jack Ireland couldn't have been more impressive this morning.
An incredible swim by Jack Ireland this morning, swimming a qualifying time. We do know he can go faster, however. He's already swum one of the fastest times of the year at the Australian Championships in a 1:53. So let's see if he can tickle that 1:53 tonight or even faster.
So there's that world record time in this classification. 1:52.96 set by the Brit, Rhys Dunn, 5 years ago now. Schluter in 5, Jack Ireland in 4, Ricky Beater in 3. They're the big guns. Away we go in the final of the men's multi-class 200 metres freestyle. And Ricky Beater with a nice underwater in lane number 3 comes up in front here. Josh Alford in lane 1, Sisman in 2, Beater in 3. Alongside him, the smooth stroke of Jack Ireland in 4. Already has that qualifying time under his belt from this morning. Liam Schluter in 5, Declan Budd in 6, Sam Gould in 7, Ethan Blocky in 8, and it is Jack Ireland who's worked his way to the front at the first turn.
I think we will see some fast swimming this evening. This morning's heat swim, the swimmers only needed to knock out one other athlete in order to qualify for the final. And so some of them may have been resting up for tonight's final. So I think we will see some fast swimming tonight. Jack Ireland already out of body length ahead before the 100-metre mark.
Increasing his lead with every stroke. A bronze medalist in this event at last year's World Champs in Manchester. 54.42 after 100 metres. And behind him, a good battle for second and third. And Schluter, who turned in second, but Sisman not too far away in lane 2.
See if Schluter can salute Jack Ireland. You will notice that all of the athletes in the pool tonight are in the S14 category. The 200-metre freestyle is only available for S14 swimmers in Paris, so athletes that have an intellectual impairment, which may have difficulties with things like pattern recognition or memory or soil reaction times. All athletes in the pool tonight from S14, intellectually impaired athletes.
Well, he's already got a qualifying time of 1:54.75 this morning, but he wants to leave the selectors in no doubt that he wants to go to Paris in 2024. The Paralympics begin August 28th. And the swimming begins the next day, and Jack Island looks like he'll be on that plane. Look at this swim. We'll check the time. Remember the qualifying time, 1:56.17, and he has blown it out of the water again by nearly 2 seconds. Second is Schluter, third is Beta. That's what the form guide read. And then it's Bud in fourth. Sisman was really strong early in the race, finished in fifth. Gould and Alford behind him, and finishing in 8th place. It's blocky, but what a performance by Jack Island on day one.
So impressive by Jack Island. Took a strong lead from the very beginning and held that lead throughout the entire 200.
So Better's